Let's say thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, bump. Ladies and gentlemen, Unsuitable Language podcast number 62, 63. We don't fucking count. We don't know. It's unsuitable language. It's unsuitable to count. That's how we feel about it. We just don't count. Got a hat on today, cover my bald ass head, protects you people for the holidays. Don't want you to get stunned by some kind of droning light. Drone light. Is there a droning light? Do you get this? Are you following my point, John?
I am.
A droning light, a light that drones on and on. Like my singing drones on and on and on.
So they figured this out yet?
Apparently it's nothing at all. And people are a bunch of jerk-offs. They want to be invaded by alien species, so they're going to make it. It's a Robert F. Kennedy dilemma is what I think it is.
So what do you mean it's nothing at all? What do you mean it's nothing at all?
It's registered drone flights that people just started noticing. It's like, you know what? Remember the Bermuda Triangle, and they're like, all these ships are disappearing and all these weird things. And then they actually studied it and said no more ships disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle than anywhere else in the world. There's no mystery whatsoever. Ships sink, planes wreck.
Okay, so you're saying that these drones have been doing this for a while, and they're like monitoring.
There's a lot of corporate drones
like
up there.
Fish patterns or some shit like that, or
well, no, they're carrying products. They do business jobs. They're studying stuff like you said.
Did they? And they're the size of SUVs.
Yeah, they're big. Drones can be big.
Yeah, I guess they can.
But they're all licensed. Everyone they found so far has been either registered and they know why it's there, or it's been those little tiny ones that people just started, because people piled on, as soon as it started happening. I used to do create UFO sightings when I was a kid. What we did was we would take balloons with helium, not hydrogen. Can't get hydrogen, helium, and we would put a string and dip it in wax and light the wax and send it up into the sky, and it'd get real high and it would explode. And then the next day, the people would report all kinds of sightings in the newspaper. One time we took a beanbag chair and wrapped it in Christmas lights, and we would drop it down in front of cars as they were going down the road and then lift it back up and turn the lights off. So it'd come down, float back up, and the lights would go off and it would disappear.
Like over an overpass?
No, trees over the roads and stuff. Throw a rope over it, just have a beanbag chair with lights all around it. Drop it down into the road, then lift it up. And then turn the lights off. So people would see the alien ship land and take off quickly and then disappear.
And people in your town thought that was aliens.
Well, it's far enough. We didn't do it right under a car. They could make it out what was going on.
Aliens are idiots.
The next week, there would be reports of alien sightings in the newspapers and shit.
I think that says more about your town than it does.
We tried to create UFOs. We created UFOs. Nobody knew what they were.
By the way, this should be a show, but did anybody like see you or say anything? Or was it just you or buddies or your brothers?
I got caught. One guy was going to beat our asses. He caught us, and he almost turned his pickup over when he was trying to avoid whatever we did at that point. And he jumped out of the truck and said, I just got out of Mansfield. I've been holed and I've been pulled, and I like it both ways. Now I'm going to do it to you guys.
Wait, that's what he said?
Yeah. I've been holed and I've been pulled, and I like it both ways. So we just ran.
You just got out of where?
Mansfield prison. used to be a prison in Mansfield. It still is, maybe. I don't know.
He was a trucker that almost flipped his.
It was a pickup with one of those campers on the back, and
Okay.
his truck turned up on 2 wheels, so he almost flipped it.
You met a serial killer, is what you met.
Probably.
You're lucky there was 2 of you there, or else the Marvin would not be around because that was his.
Hey,
that was
you only
his,
had to be faster than you didn't have to be the fastest. You just had to be faster than the slowest guy. That was the point of.
Well, I've been fucked because I was the slowest guy. You just missed out on the fuck camper.
Love camper.
Yeah, they called it was the love camper.
What they used to call here in Kent, they had the rape wagon or something.
It was you weren't going to get out alive.
They had a rape something here, and I don't know what the comedians call it. Something weird. They're weird comics in Kent. The rape town or rape tent. I don't know what it was. I'm like, that's not a very good thing to have, a rape tent.
A rape tent?
I think that's what they called it. I don't remember what it was.
All right.
No one ever. I don't think they ever had any girls, so I don't. I got news for you. I got news for you. Did you ever see that on SVU, where the guy says, did we already talk about this? The guy jumps out of he says to the guy, I like relationships with women and sex with men.
Well,
Ice Cube. What is it? Who is it?
You mean the one that's on
The
SVU?
former rapper on SVU. Yeah.
Nesty.
Ice-T. Let's play this clip. It's funny as fuck. I gotta play this. We've been doing it in one of my chat groups for a video we're making. Share screen. Entire screen. Exciting and new on the Love Boat.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance. But the money I save, thought I'd get a wax.
They always find a way, don't they? They find a way.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women.
Okay.
Sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
He's like, nobody wants to hang out with women.
Let's watch it one more time. It's so funny.
What up?
Roll it down.
Opposite if you're a man.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
News for you.
So
No way, man.
You're using this for a video?
No, we'll be talking and somebody will say something stupid and somebody will go, I got news for you. They'll play a little meme of that. That means you're gay.
I moved upstairs. And so I forgot about the dog. So
we got Marjorie Taylor Greene in the background. That's fine.
know.
She's the leader of the legislative leader of the Doge Committee, Department of Government Efficiency.
Is that really? Oh,
it's not a real thing. It's made up thing.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering what they kept saying. They kept saying, and then I didn't put it together. I didn't.
Yeah, because they're doing it after crypto, but their job is to fuck anybody that's not a billionaire. I think it's the real role of the Doge Committee. You're not a billionaire? I got news for you. That means you're fucked. You're not a billionaire? I lie to the constituents and I make billionaires richer. I got news for you.
Well, see, they're just hoping that there's going to be room on the ship for them. What they don't understand is there isn't.
They're fucked. They're all fucked. Vivek Ramaswamy.
All these political lackeys that are
trying to
down
make
there.
They want one of them to be Speaker of the House. We got a system that's so you shouldn't be allowed to just be Speaker of the House. You should be part of the fucking House. These Republicans are floating everybody to be Speaker of the House. I mean, we could put, if Democrats were get control, we could put who's the actor Matthew McConaughey. Remember, he was going to run. He was going to run for Senate. Look, we're going to take our shirts off. Maybe the ladies like if we take our shirts off. You think we should? A lot of ladies like when you take the shirts off. My name is Matthew McConaughey. Perhaps if we go to Texas, the ladies might like if we let's take our shirts off. Come on.
Oh, let's take them off.
Come on. Bert Kreischer show.
That's the
We
bill.
got the Bert Kreischer. What is this?
You never saw Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh, I saw it.
Where he's like beating his chest to Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, yeah.
Oh.
You don't remember that part?
What's it called?
Wolf of Wall Street.
I know, but what's the move? I can find a clip.
Oh, I don't know. Look up Matthew McConaughey and Wolf of Wall Street. It was like his only scene.
Oh, he's in that, huh?
Yeah. That's
okay, I got it. Wolf of Wall Street. It's gonna be funny. It looks like it's 5 minutes.
well, yeah. He's
One
like,
tight spot.
this whole scene.
And two competitive brothers.
Skip.
I'm surprised he.
Oh, I can't. I gotta pull up the thing. I gotta pull up the thing.
Oh, I forgot the humming and moan.
I got it. We're gonna do this, John. We're gonna do it from. It's gonna be our thing.
All right, yeah, you gotta do a little bit. Okay. Are you gonna do a little bit of that too?
No, thank you, though.
No, thank you.
What can I do for you this glorious afternoon?
Well, Hector, here's the game plan. You're going to bring us two absolute
the game
martinis. You know how I like them, straight up. And then
Straight up.
precisely 7.5 minutes after that, you're going to bring us two more. Then 2 more after that, every 5 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out.
Sure.
I'm good with water for now, though. Thank you.
It's his first day on Wall Street. Give him time.
Give him
Thank
time.
you.
First day.
You.
See, I sound just like Matthew McConaughey, don't I?
You're able to
You got it.
day and still function, still do your job.
Well, how the fuck else would you do this job? Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
Right. I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean, the clients you have are absolutely
Fuck the clients. Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table. You got a girlfriend?
So that, I mean, if this could be the Matthew McConaughey we get at, in Congress, right?
This is our new reality, isn't
Senator.
it? Fuck the people. Your own responsibility is to put meat on the table. You got that, John?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some cocaine. Let's have some martinis every 5 minutes. Bring them down. Keep bringing them. Hey, is there more? Is there a song at some point? Is he going to do the song?
I maybe he ends it with it. I can't remember. But it was the whole.
Let's see.
I forgot.
Let us see.
The fuck over. Or worse yet, 365. Every decade, every goddamn.
Yep.
There he goes.
Come on.
Okay.
With a common denominator.
Oh, fuck. Whoa.
CEO. The money comes in, the parade comes to town, going down Broadway, one-way street. whichever way I go.
More cocaine. More cocaine.
Dude, what a great scene. I forgot all about that.
He's just keeping his heart going.
It's a one-way street. Whatever
Yeah.
way I go. It's a one-way street.
So apparently,
It's Wizard of Wall Street, baby. That's what I am.
Matthew McConaughey improvised that whole thing. He didn't tell Leonardo DiCaprio he's going to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he just kind of went with it. I don't know if it freaked Leonardo DiCaprio out or not, but it kind of looked like it. Just a little bit. Like,
well, you know what? When you're Matthew McConaughey, you got a little bit of freedom to do what you want to do. The director's not going to stop me, Matthew McConaughey. He's not stopping me.
Because weird shit always makes it.
I do what I want to do, John.
No. If you feel your character,
one-way street, whatever way I'm going, that's what it's.
Right?
That's the way the direction is true.
If you feel your character, get down on his hands and knees and get underneath the table.
We're going to do Matthew McConaughey Day every day on this fucking podcast. Is what we're going to do.
Just another clip from whichever.
Another great impression from Marv Connor, impressionist extraordinaire.
Uh-huh.
He's got tens of voices, and they all sound like Bill Clinton too.
So wait a minute. Are you suggesting? Are you trying to tell me that Matthew McConaughey plays the same character in every single movie? Is that what you're insinuating?
Absolutely not. Sometimes he plays a ladies' man who's poor, and sometimes he plays a ladies' man who's rich, who's unattainable for the ladies, but he's cheating. He's just fucking everybody. But then one special woman comes to his life and makes it all Christmas show that they all get around the tree and have babies, and life is good. It's a parade on a one-way, whatever way he fucking wants to go. That's how we say it.
Clinton would have got to be like, yeah, I'd like Matthew McConaughey to play me.
Hey, he could do it. They sound alike.
Got to be a little bit better than Travolta, though, right?
Travolta. I don't know how much
Travolta play him
one man had.
Did Travolta play him in something?
Well, he played Gotti. I don't remember him playing Clinton.
I thought wasn't that supposed to be Clinton in Primary Colors, or was that somebody else?
Well, yeah, you're right. All right, here's something. This has nothing to do with news. This guy and a group of men put this out. Somebody's having a contest, like you know how they would do rock bands and go against each other in a.
Yeah, did you say a group of men?
They would have like people vote, and you vote people out of a group. Like 12 best comedians of all time is what this is.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you who they picked for the 12 best. It's fucking crazy, fucking crazy. I can put it on the screen here. Is what I'll do. Let's put her on the screen. We're gonna leave our part on there. Can you see us? Can you see it?
It's very small, but I can see that it's there.
All right,
I can't read it or
forget that. Then
any of it.
they got Louis C.K. is going against Shane Gillis.
Okay.
First of all, Shane Gillis is ranked 16th. This is 16 comedians, I guess.
Okay.
It's got Norm Macdonald versus Jerry Seinfeld. Norm is, I can't, you know what? It's too small for me to read.
Okay.
Maybe I put it on my phone. I can read it better. Messenger. And they were debating some of these people of not being the greatest. I'm like, no shit. Like some of these guys should not even be included in the greatest comedians of all time yet. There's no way they have the. Okay, one is Louis C.K. They say he's the greatest comedian, number 1 seed. Shane Gillis is 16. They're going against each other. 8 seed versus 9 is McDonald versus Seinfeld. Richard Pryor is 4. John Mulaney is 13. John fucking Mulaney. Why the fuck would you put him in the greatest comedians of all time? Rodney Dangerfield and Mitch Hedberg. Okay. I like them both, but they shouldn't be in the top 16 comedians of all time. Dave Chappelle should be. Joan Rivers, yeah, she certainly deserves it. Chris Rock and Steve Martin. They're saying Steve Martin doesn't deserve it. And I'm like, Steve Martin was like he quit on top of his game, man. He was like Jim Brown. You know how many arrows to the head he sold? George Carlin and Bill Burr. Bill Burr is a stretch for me. He's really good, but he shouldn't be an all-time greatest. Eddie Murphy and Don Rickles. What a weird collection of. Eddie Murphy's only done 2 albums, right?
Oh, I thought he did more than that, but I don't know.
Gallagher's got 9 Showtime specials, John. 9. What are you laughing at? 9. Who has more Showtime specials than Gallagher?
And that doesn't even include Gallagher
This
too.
is stand-up. This is for stand-up.
Okay.
You got to have a fucking huge body of work, in my opinion, to be considered the best of all time.
And you would put Gallagher in there?
He's got a huge body of work. Who was bigger than Gallagher when he was big?
Are we seriously? I'm trying to be.
Sure, he ended up an asshole. He was bad, but if you look at his body of work, it was huge. It was huge. Where's Carrot Top?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah.
Where's Roseanne?
Where's Jeff Foxworthy?
Actually, that's a great point right there. Where's Larry the Cable Guy? Is the richest comedian of all time right now.
Yeah, where's Larry the Cable?
Where's he at?
Bill Engvall. Here's your sign.
Well, he's not. I wouldn't put him in there. He was
sign.
Like, he got popular because of.
He should have a sign.
Jeff Foxworthy made the other 2 guys
on all of them.
Jeff Foxworthy made Larry and Bill Engvall.
I mean, where's Uncle Morty? Where's
Marv Connor? That's just
is Bill Hicks on there?
That is the one that pissed me off the most. How about Sam Kinison?
George Carlin?
You think Kinison was bigger than John Mulaney?
I mean, I think some of those guys are popular now, so I'm surprised Joe Rogan didn't make it as many people as adore him.
Yeah, and he's a tool. His comedy is fucking weird. Have you ever heard it? Much of it? There's a lot more guys that deserve it more than these people. That's for sure.
Well, I'm sure that. Yeah.
I like Louis. I don't like Shane in there. He shouldn't be there yet. Norm Macdonald. I like Jerry Seinfeld, of course. Had the greatest sitcom ever, right? Richard Pryor, George Carlin, yes. Rodney Dangerfield, he's on the outside looking in, but he is. I'd rather have Kinison than Rodney in there. Mitch Hedberg, I mean, he was great, but he didn't have the hugest body of work. Who's the other weird comic that
Mitch
does
Hedberg?
Yeah. How many albums?
Are we going strictly by album sales or
no? I mean, how big? Mitch Hedberg was only big for a short time, and then he died. Yes, but he didn't have a mass appeal, did he?
I don't know. I don't think. I really like Mitch Hedberg. I think he's. I think he's. One of the,
if you're talking bodies of work, George Carlin has the most here. I think.
Most what?
Largest body of work. He put out a fucking thing every year for years.
I mean, I don't know how many redneck specials you think Jeff Foxworthy didn't put out for Christmas, but he put out a lot. So,
but a lot of them were
got
the
about
same.
20. And then don't even get me started on Redneck Halloween.
Dude, I bought several of his things, and a lot of them were the same Same jokes exactly.
No shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't. Why are we talking about?
But Jeff Foxworthy should be on this list over John Mulaney.
Have you gotten a redneck greeting card or not? Because I have.
Yes.
I can tell you that much.
He changed the fucking culture. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Fuck no, we proved it over and over and over again.
Right? And Jeff Foxworthy hosted it.
And Larry, the cable guy, get her done. How many times have you fucking heard that in your lifetime? What's the John Mulaney's tagline?
Every comedy show until the day I
Get
die.
her done.
Get her done.
And I got to give here. Where's your sign? Here's your sign. That is a popular tag.
Well, where is it? And no Ron White?
Oh, yeah. Ron White is better than some of these guys.
Where's Bernie Mac? Huh? Where's Brian Regan?
You know what? There's only one black. Chris Rock and Richard Pryor are the only black comics on this list. This is a race. Oh, Dave Chappelle. He's black.
I mean, I think I think, are we doing worldwide? Because maybe Britain would have something to say. Where's Ricky Gervais? Where's,
yeah, you're absolutely right.
So
no, we don't.
I think somebody on the internet.
In the United States, John, we are the world. We know that.
But this is the problem.
John,
okay.
we're all that counts.
You commented on it. You liked it. You maybe retweeted it or I don't know what the other things are anymore. And if somebody got real mad about it, they commented on it. So cha-ching, 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 they got you. That's how they get you on engagement, because they threw in all those other people that would rile people up.
So I've been played.
Yes.
And by the way, they used to be called tweets, but now they're from X, so they're excrements.
Okay. What's the other new things that there are? Skyrocket?
Blue Sky. Blue Sky.
What is that?
It's
is it like Twitter?
Twitter, but has brains on it.
Well, what happened to the other ones? Like there was one called like Elephant or one called I don't know.
They didn't get, you got to catch on. Blue Sky is kind of catching on.
Okay.
I joined it. I don't know where my account is. So
who owns Blue Sky though? Is it going to be a same situation where, hey, look, Elon Musk is buying Blue Sky and he's going to change it to X? It's going to be X2.
I don't even know where my Blue Sky account is. I joined it and haven't been on it. Let's see what's going on with my Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Blue. I don't even know if I can get in my account. There it is. Blue Sky. Social networking service. Blue Sky. Blue Sky. It's a butterfly, John. You want me to put it on the screen?
It's a butterfly, as opposed to the less intrusive bird. All those birds being around, people don't like them. Think they're robots. So they just copied Twitter and just removed the bird and put a butterfly. Is this what I'm gathering?
Looks pretty much like it. Doesn't it look like Twitter?
Switching. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I don't really.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Sign in. I'm Mad Marv on there.
Oh, are you?
I've got somebody wants to chat with me. Who is it? Amy George. Hey, thanks for the follow back. How are you doing and where are you from, my dear friend? I don't remember following anybody.
I don't know. Okay.
Harry Corvair and someone else followed me, so I'll follow him back. Vicky,
I do know that
Vicky Yu followed me. I'll follow her back.
In like 2 days, like 300 at least followers were gone.
Angela Thomas is following me. She has 211 followers. Says you have unlimited potential to create, lead, and change the world. What does mine say? I believe stand-up is the last bastion of free speech, but you should pay to hear it. There you go.
But I'm charging you for my jokes.
I wrote, Trump should pardon his makeup person because what I'm seeing is a crime.
Yeah, he's were they messed? Did he get a new haircut or something, or what's going on? Or that was just him out off of the golf course?
The pancake stuff is not working anymore. It goes right up to the front. And he's got raccoon eyes, and it stops here along his ear, and he's completely white. He looks fucking horrible. He's a fucking joke. Oh God, I hate Trump. All right, we need to talk about it. So Musk and Trump tried to shut down the government. Did you notice?
They tried to.
Yes, they had a CR, which is some kind of resolution where they will fund the government, and the government doesn't shut down. It had been bipartisan. It was worked on for months, and it was going to keep the government going until March. It included disaster relief for all the areas affected by the storms, and it was clearly that's way to passing. And Musk started tweeting a bunch of, in my opinion, I'm only saying this because I don't want to get sued by the richest man in the world, lies, alleged lies. And he said a bunch of things that weren't true about the new bill and told everybody it's a scam. And he told the Republicans not to vote for it. So the bill failed. The bill failed. And they actually, it never came up for a vote. Mike Johnson pulled it. And then they tried to pass a new one that said they were going to get rid of the debt limit because the rich guys need to get rid of the debt limit because they can't pass another massive tax cut with the debt limit in there.
Okay.
So they have to get rid of it. Trump wants to get rid of it. Musk wants to get rid of it. So they had that plan to get rid of the debt limit. And 38 Republicans said no. So 38 guys had the balls to stand up to President Musk and Vice President Trump, who are nothing yet, by the way. Citizen Trump, Citizen Musk. But they acting like they're already running the fucking government. You know.
How many days they got left until? Well, we got till March.
January 20th.
Oh, January. Shit.
Yeah. They're acting like they run the government right now. And these guys, Musk said, if you won't do what I say, I will primary you. Get it? That's okay. No, that just adds spice to our thing, man. Don't. Marjorie Taylor Greene she's saying her shit.
I got Marjorie Taylor Greene and little Mike Johnson over here.
So Musk threatened to primary anybody that won't do what he says. That's the power this guy has. And these Republicans are like, you know what? Primary me. I'm not doing what you say.
And
which I can't believe they stood up to him. They stood up to these jokers. And we need him to do it a lot more this next 4 years, or we're all fucked. Because all they're doing, every position, whoever gives Trump the most money is an ambassador. Whoever gives, in my opinion, of course, all of this is, whoever gives him this is a on the secretary of whatever. He just takes money from people. He's selling out the fucking government, and you fucking morons that voted for him, you fucking idiots, have ruined our country. So fuck all of you guys.
So since they want to get rid of the debt limit, that means that they can spend as much as they want, right?
Yeah, which
and
we
then
do
they can,
anyways.
And that means all the money that's coming in, it can go to Musk projects and
you think the $7 trillion deficit that Trump ran up in his first term is something? Wait do you see this term?
Oh yeah.
And they're going to take the money out of Medicare and Social Security and the military.
They're going to bankrupt the government, right?
Yeah. To steal more money.
So, okay, let's say everything that happens in your rosy picture of after 4 years, sanity comes back into power. Won't they just try to go after them and try to get those funds back?
No.
Or they can't come back and try to get
complete
that?
Immunity now. No. Remember
No. Not just on
immunity for every official act, John, not just crimes.
No, but what about Musk?
If Trump gives him immunity, he'll have it.
Oh yeah. So and this is hilarious. We've got and this is the problem, because you have Trump's side who, sees documents and piece of papers and contracts. It's just like, it's basically America and the Native Americans, right? Where it's just like, oh, you have this? Great. That's awesome. I'm just going to burn this. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And then you have the other side.
Oh, you have a contract?
Who if one side says, oh, I know you really care about pieces of paper, so I'm going to write down a piece of paper pardon for Elon Musk. Here you go. Oh, well, we got to abide by that now.
He has immunity for everything.
This is paper. That's why we're fucked. That's why we're fucked.
The Supreme Court. Supreme Court has fucked us. Joe Biden fucked us by hiring Merrick Garland, who didn't do shit that he should have done. Donald Trump should be in prison already. He should have never got to run for election.
And we talked about that, though. We talked about why wasn't Merrick Garland moving faster on any of this shit? And because they were talking to all these low-level people. Oh, we think they might know something.
Yeah, they were doing the bottom-up process to get to it instead of the top-down. You know, they started with the lower wings, and they're going to get evidence.
Took too long. Instead of at some point realizing none of these people know anything, we need to get to the higher people.
They should have picked Trump up on January 21st when he left office. They should have stopped his fucking helicopter, and they should have arrested his sorry ass for that insurrection that day. And they should have started. He's sitting in jail. They should have started collecting evidence at that point. But they didn't.
And you know, if that was an executive order came from the Biden, right?
Yeah. If Biden would have done this stuff, then the Supreme Court never could have ruled immunity for Trump. If Biden would have taken control, because then it would have made everything Biden done legal. But Biden can do it now. Biden is he gonna give pardons to everybody that worked on January 6th? Is he gonna issue a blanket pardons? Because he can do it. He can do anything he wants right now.
Again, it won't matter.
It does matter. Trump won't be able to charge him with those crimes, at least.
They'll make up different ones.
Have to make up new stuff. Yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean,
yeah, they got to prove it.
About here.
We do have some good judges left, just not on the Supreme Court.
And all that will happen is that they'll get replaced. And then if you say, oh, well, there's no way they can get replaced, they will find a way to replace them.
They have to kill them because it's lifetime appointments. They celebrated yesterday.
Are we trying to say that they're not capable of that?
Oh, no, they're very capable, in my opinion, of that. But they just celebrated yesterday that Biden had one more judge appointed than Trump did. 235 judges, and 60% of them are black or not white, I guess I should say. And I think it said 39% were black women. So there's a lot more diversity in the bench now than there ever was. And Biden did all that. So all this stuff people accuse him of not doing, he did a lot of great things. He's going to, in history's going to look at Joe Biden's presidency as very successful. And the only problem was inflation.
And, you know, I think that there was a lot of business that was against Joe Biden from the very beginning.
Yeah, even though they made a fortune, they don't want regulators.
They did the whole bait and switch, right?
Yeah.
So they would come out with commercials and saying, "We know times are tough and prices are high." But hold on a minute. You're in control of that, and you're also in control of the messaging on your commercials whenever you say,
you know, if they keep it up, someone's going to start shooting these
prices
CEOs.
Are high when you're the one raising the prices.
Yeah.
Right.
So they may just start shooting CEOs. So I don't. I heard the McDonald's employee.
You never hear that, though.
I heard the McDonald's employee isn't getting that reward. Did you hear that?
Probably not. I mean, hey, we're in a new age. It's called fuck 'em. That's the new age we're in. Hey, he didn't do everything that was exactly you're supposed to do in order to call in or you know what? Actually, since you called it on company time, McDonald's is going to get your reward bonus there, buddy. That's probably going to give it to him.
No, he's not getting the reward for the tip on the United Healthcare shooter. Why won't he get the reward? Let me read this. He might not get the $60,000 reward.
That's all it was? The CEO should have pitched in a little bit on that.
Brian Thompson was shot dead by mask gunman. Okay. He called 911, the authorities said. Manhattan prosecutor filed murder charges, but despite the tip from the employee, it's not clear if the employee will ultimately receive any reward money, as the FBI and NYPD have stringent guidelines about awarding such payments. They must not only lead to the arrest, but also a conviction. In this case, Mangione would need to be extradited to New York, face trial, and be convicted before any reward is paid out. Oh, so he's got to wait to see if he's convicted.
Oh, so again, clickbait.
So is the information going to lead to his conviction, is what they're saying?
I mean, would they have found him?
Well, that's a good question. They're saying it's not up to the FBI. It's up to a bunch of people who have to decide if he's entitled. And if they pay it, they won't even say if they paid it.
Good. That way people don't know you have that much money.
So we don't know if he's going to get the reward or not. They might fuck him over. What a surprise. You think there'll be another shooting?
I mean,
get the reward.
I will say this. I think that people will definitely learn from Luigi, and they will make sure that they have a pipe close by that they can run down.
I'm getting my reward.
Get to a different dimension.
Fucking Luigi's fucking. The McDonald's guy should get that fucking money. Fuck this system, man. I hate shit. You know, it should be, oh, you turned him in, he got caught because of you. Give him the reward.
All of this, you don't understand. All of this paper money is going to be completely out the window when it all changes to Musk points.
When I win that lottery.
How many Musk points do you think you can win in the future lottery?
I get no Musk points.
Yeah, it depends. If you laugh at his jokes, you get a certain amount of less Musk points.
I was saying I can do a Musk impression. Everybody just jumps around. Jump!
Right.
Jump!
If you've ever tweeted, Elon Musk is God on X or Twitter, or
you got a chance. You got a shot.
You automatically get 100,000 Musk points.
I canceled my X, but I still have this group, this unsuitable language X.
I still have X. I haven't deleted it yet. I got to.
I've got some X accounts I have no control over. I have no passwords, and I don't even know what names I use. So.
Right. I got to delete a lot of emails and stuff. I got a lot of stuff to delete.
President Musk. So we do have President Musk coming into power. No to the government shutdown.
So they're talking about birthright citizenship.
Going to get rid of it.
Well, how far will they go back?
Whatever President Musk wants to do.
Well, if they go back far enough, I mean, Trump's great grandparents weren't from here. They were what, from Germany?
Trump's fucking wife isn't from here, so.
So I mean, what are we talking about here? How far are we going back?
I mean, if he had to follow the same rules he tries to put on people, his life would be fucking nothing like it is. So.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, some people that immigrated here from Europe and that, wasn't there another big swing in like the 20s or something like that?
Yeah, the potato famine.
Well, so when that big swing came through, they didn't have to take tests, right?
No.
So
They might have had to answer a quiz when they got here.
They just showed up. Yeah, what's your name? Oh, Donald.
Might have given them a quiz.
Right?
How many Irishmen does it take to screw in a light bulb, my lad?
Right? How many is it to fight
What's
a
a light
war?
bulb? Here's the answer. Oh, what's a light bulb? That was the answer.
Or was it for the Civil War, it was what? Citizenship in exchange for you fight for us, basically.
Yeah. So
You
getting
okay?
ready. I wrote the name John down here. I don't know why.
Well, that's my name.
Lara is not going in the Senate. Lara Trump, for whatever reason, withdrew her name for contention to be the senator from Florida to replace Marco Rubio when he
Somebody
becomes
paid more and she got a cut. It's
we
pretty
already
simple.
talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
She didn't pay enough money to father-in-law Donnie. I mean, you got to give him that. Bottom line, you got to pay him enough. I mean, even his own kids aren't getting jobs.
Yeah, I mean, if they're willing to at least put in $2 million for it, and they're going to give it to you just to give you an extra thing on your resume.
States are said they're going to fight back against the mass deportation, and the Thomas Homan or whatever his name is has already said, we're going to get you states to do that. We're going to get you, my little pretties. If you fight back, we're going to stop you. We're going to destroy your state. You're not going to get any money from the federal government. Like he has control over that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big shit show if like California withholds billions of dollars of state funds, right?
Yeah. I mean, who has control over that? It's already been approved, so I don't know how they can.
Because how much federal dollars does California actually get? I would wonder.
They pay more in than take out.
That's what I'm thinking.
So they're a contributor to the country, whereas Texas is not. Texas needs money from us every year. Texas is a debtor state. Most red states are. Most states that voted for Donald Trump don't provide money to the government. They take money. And we threatened Canada this week.
Oh, good for us.
And we pretty much said, well, you're going to make the greatest 51st state we've added in a while. You can only add one 51st state, so I don't know what the point of that conversation is. And Canada is very pissed off that we're threatening to take them over and become part of our country. So
but what were his exact words? Was he joking? Was he joking, Marv? I mean, come on. What he says doesn't matter. It's a joke.
Trump does not joke. He floats ideas, is what he does, to see how people respond.
So he thought that it was gonna fly. That Canada was gonna be like, yeah, sounds good.
Trudeau's fucking up, so I'm just gonna float it out there that we'll just take over, make your 51st state. And Canada's like, no, thank you, United States. And they're like one of our number one importers, but Trump is now threatening 25% tariffs for a country we've gotten along with great over the years. Let's fuck that relationship up. Let's do that.
There are Canadians though for Trump, right? I think I've seen
probably. I mean, fucking there's weirdos everywhere, John.
That is true.
And let's wrap it up here. And I talk about a very personal thing between us. Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you going to play helicopter, you dick?
I didn't even think of that, John. I don't know why you would bring something like that up. I was talking about pot prices.
Pot prices.
It turns out a lot of people want to go to Michigan to get their pot and not support the Ohio pot industry. Because in Ohio, what you pay $212, you can get in Michigan for $108.
Oh.
It said lobotomy sound effect. Why would that be a lobotomy sound effect? Huh? Pookie?
Maybe that's the sound when you get a lobotomy. That's what
you got the answer right. That's the Family Feud ding. So what do you
All right.
think? It's illegal to go to Michigan and buy your pot, by the way.
Yeah, but unless they're going to do, in the new Trump government, when they have searches at state borders to tell whether you're smuggling in pot or pregnant women for abortions or whatever, I guess that's where we'll be is at all the.
I guess anytime you're crossing a state line with drugs in your car, you're eligible for federal charges.
Yeah, and so
But
instead of a toll road, we will have.
Where you bought it.
Yeah, we'll have new checkpoints. Instead of at tolls, they're going to search your car at every state. I guess that's what we're in for, huh?
Well,
how else are you going to
in Illinois? In Illinois, they used to do this thing where they would put a sign up and saying "drug check 2 exits from now," so people would get off at the next exit, so they didn't want to go through the drug check, but the cops would be there waiting because they knew if you didn't have drugs, you wouldn't get off the highway there. So they did that to get people to get off the highway 1 exit sooner.
Sons of bitches.
Then they would pull you over and search for drugs.
What about
they would say
one guy like,
screw
you,
dog
I got my car off, I'm walking.
They would say their dog alerted. You know what I mean? Like, how hard is it to get a trained dog to bark? How hard is that, John?
Which, if you think about it, if they would just let him go, they would probably eat that whole town out in a restaurant, and they would make more money off of them than incarcerating them.
I think there's going to be a lot more surveillance. Maybe they'll have drones in the sky watching us, John.
Helicopter, helicopter. Paracofer, paracofer.
All right. Good night, Marv. And as always, go Bears.
I forgot look at that. My belly's showing. My belly. Should I show my scar to the people?
Sure. Let's see it again.
Not very bad.
That's where Marv got stabbed in the shoulder with a katana.
When I was shooting Kill Bill's remake,
it
was Kill William this time. Much, much classier. Helicopter. There's all kinds of helicopters. Helicopter macho. Helicopter Gloria.
No, I did not get in the little plane at the little airport. I'm not gonna get in this flown by that guy that couldn't fix our car.
Got one last question for you, Marv.
What?
And I think I'm going to ask this every episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, right now, currently, how fucked are we? Like the United States as a whole, on where we should be, on where we are. How fucked are we?
Before I can answer that, I have to have a qualifying statement here. Are you fucked if you enjoy it? Is it still being fucked? Because about half this country wants to be fucked.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You and I are fucked 10. We're 10s. Maybe 9s, because I don't know how bad I can't imagine how bad things can get. But the people who are loving this shit are not fucked at all. They want they want their Social Security gone. They want their Medicare gone. They want to be destitute and depend on the government that they hate to save them. And it's not going to.
Yeah, but how do they think it's going to save them if they don't have these
they don't have any common sense. If you voted for Donald Trump, you don't have any fucking common sense unless you have more than $500,000. Then I understand it. You wanted to make more money, but you still fucked the whole country by voting for him.
So we're fucked. Really fucked.
Every indicator is we're fucked. But the rich people do well, John. I'm sure they'll trickle down. Well, it'll trickle down to us eventually, John, just 40, 50 years from now. The Reagan money's just starting to trickle in. You remember that? I spent a lot of money this Christmas. How about you?
So the towns that were already in rural places that nobody was visiting
Oh,
because
there's so
factories shut down and all this other stuff, it's just going to get worse.
this is the president. We lost more jobs when Donald Trump was president than any president in history. More factories closed, more businesses did not return to the country. They left the country under Donald Trump than any president in history. Why do you think anything would change? This is the guy who says, I brought more jobs in than anybody, which, and the truth, of course, is exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
If he says it, it's the opposite. It's opposite day with Donald Trump.
But hey, it's cool to like Trump, right? It's great. It's real. You're a wimp or a pussy. You're a pussy if you don't like Trump. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Greed is good. Remember that. And that's a happy note we leave our listeners to. We always leave you with the happiest of songs, ladies and gentlemen.
We're at a level 7 on the We Are Fucked scale.
A little Curb Your Enthusiasm by the Wellington Players. Dang it, boys.
Smoke him if you got him. Only Michigan.
Oh, I should have played the tune you sent me. He's really good. Your kid's good.
Thank you very much.
Your kid's good.
That was Tuba Christmas. Thank you.
Tuba Christmas.
No,
Actually, I have it. Let's play it. Let's end with Tuba Christmas. Let's get it. Let's get Tuba Christmas up here. You sent it on my messenger, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't remember what song.
You don't remember what song it was, John? It's not an indelible fact in your mind of your kid's musical prowess. Listen to me trying to sound smart. Come on, messages, open up. My messages ain't opening up. They ain't working, John. So this guy almost sold me I have this thing on my computer called System Mechanic.
Okay.
And he talked me into buying a 3-year subscription, right? He said it's only going to be $69 and I'm paying $72 a year right now. I'm like, sure, that's a good deal. And I contacted them. This was not them, scamming me or anything. I reached out reading, it goes, it's $269 for the 3 years. I'm like, well, that's exactly what I'm paying now, practically. He goes,
This
and then it's for the protect my and stuff, yeah. Come on, where's Tuba
What are you
Christmas?
protecting?
Here it is. I got it. Like optimizing and malware, stuff like that.
Why don't you just have like Norton
Here we
or
are.
something?
You ready? I could, but I'm using another one called System Mechanic. Okay, here we go. That was it?
Yes.
15
You should
seconds
have
or
heard the shit talk in the green room from the
from Tuba Christmas.
Yeah, it wasn't a tuba player. It was like the orchestra leader, and he was just bitching about how much he hated trumpet players. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
That's hurtful.
I've never met a trumpet player that I've liked. They're all assholes. Every single trumpet
Allegedly. Let's throw in the alleged. Allegedly.
Oh, this guy was for sure.
What
he hated trumpet players.
What adult would do that? Hey, fuck you, dude. That's why we're leaving the show. We're leaving the show. If he watches this, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
I
59
doubt it.
minutes, 46 seconds. We have 14 seconds left, John. 12 seconds, John. What do you want to
Uh-oh.
say? Merry fucking Christmas, everybody.
All right.
And we'll be here. We'll be here before Christmas, won't we? What's today's
No.
date? No. Christmas is Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we'll be here after Christmas.
My son's coming home on Tuesday.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas to Devin.
Thanks to President Musk not shutting down the government.
There you go. Thank you, President Musk.
Well, as we always end the show
Yes.
we say au revoir, or as in France, goodbye. As they say in France, goodbye.
Thanks for another week of President Musk not shutting us down.
One more week. I gotta say,
One
we
more
should take
week.
our shirts off. We should take our shirts off for President Musk every week.
Please cease and desist talking about President Musk.